Rightio, Brian. Plenty of rugby league news floating around. This is via the Broncos press release. Wham, bam, thank ya. Signs a big, big deal. Ezra Mam.
Good on him.
Yep.
225,000 he was on. 225. Now he's gone up, I would say, 800 a year.
So Ezra Mam has become the latest Brisbane Bronco to commit to long-term to the club, signing a 5-year contract extension. So he may be on that still this year, the 225.
Correct.
And then he goes to the big bopper.
Yep.
At the end of the 2029 season. He's 21, and I mean, the rest is history. If he wins the game, it goes down as one of the greatest Clive Churchill performances of all time.
Close to.
They lose, Cleary takes the prize, and then Cleary alongside Priddis. Penrith probably have the two greatest Clive Churchill performances, perhaps.
But if your auntie had, she'd be your uncle.
That's exactly right. Is there any concern? I personally have concern about these big contracts.
5 year for a 21-year-old.
5-year extension.
Yeah, for a 21-year-old.
Go back to Anthony Milford, who first year at the Broncos, 2015, finds himself in a grand final.
Yep.
And he was signed to a mega deal, long-term deal.
$1 million.
I wish Ezra all the best and congratulations to him. I just think, Brian, that these long contracts, they either break par, which would be the case for Daly Cherry Evans.
Yes.
Or they fail miserably.
I think 5 is the maximum. I'm with you on that.
That's 6. He got another year now.
I know, but if he doesn't do it, right, if the Broncos, we're going to give you 3, every other club's going to be throwing 5 and 6. Like the Dolphins were sniffing around.
Yeah.
I think it works better for backs.
I do too.
We're seeing with Jason Taumalolo, not to say he's playing bad, but there's obviously some sort of concern up there at the Cowboys because they've taken him off the captaincy, taken him out of the leadership role. With a back who's 21, I think it was, and especially as Ezra Mam, they've got to offer him 5 years, don't you think? For the talent he's got, he'll be 26. He'll be right at his peak when he comes off. Contract.
I just get really nervous of these long-term contracts. So NRL appearances, 25. So after 25 games,
yep.
In fact, you know what? If he wins the Clive Churchill, I think Ryan Pappenhausen won a Clive Churchill after 30 odd games. I think Greg Alexander won a Dally M after bugger all games as well. Yep. But that's a huge contract for someone with 25 games under their belt.
The market's saying.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
We've got a text here from 1760. I wish I was on 225K a year.
That is true.
It is. I'd like to be that as well, but unfortunately we're not Ezra Mam.
No.
1760.
This one, Brian. Storm announced Harry Grant as the new captain. I'm so hot on the Storm. Storm media release. Grant takes over from Christian Welsh. He becomes just the 15th player to captain the Storm. Jerome Hughes and Cameron Munster are vice-captains for the season, with Ryan Pappenhausen, Kamikamitha and Josh King being announced as part of a 6-man leadership group. Christian Welsh is not involved in a leadership role anymore.
Dramas down there.
Wow.
I reckon that could be RLPA isms.
Who did he talk about? How did the Panthers beat them? They had no one.
Oh, that was when he was talking to Billy about Newcastle.
Yeah.
And then Newcastle won 10 in a row after that.
Gee, that's telling, isn't it?
Very telling. William.
Okay, can you clip this up, please, Brooksy? Yep. Where's the camera in this studio?
He won't be playing first grade.
So let it be written, so let it be heard.
So let it be done.
So let it be done.
Ramsey.
The Dally M medalist for 2024, ladies and gentlemen, is the captain of the Melbourne Storm.
Harold
Grant.
Okay. Cromie.
Cromie, are you with that? Cheryl?
I could see it happening, definitely. Won't happen, though.
Are you going to Cheryl?
No. I thought you were going to say Christian Welsh will play less than 10 first-grade games this year.
Yes.
You with that?
Is this an attempt to get him off the books in 2024? It feels like a blatant snubbing.
Of course it is. To be exiled out of the leadership, and he's pretty well documented. He's pretty vocal.
Well, people were saying that he could run the Players Association one day. He could run the NRL one day.
Maybe he wants out.
And we're back in that, aren't we?
Yeah. Maybe he just said, look, Craig,
okay, which team, and this is all scuttlebutt, by the way, which team in the NRL need him? Like, if you were the Sharks, would you take him?
No. Obviously a Dragon. Dragons. No, not the Bulldogs. Oh, by the way, I don't think the Tigers either. I'm very bullish on the Tigers now.
Oh,
I was out there yesterday.
Okay, disclaimer. Before you go into that, have you yet been to a club and gone, I'm off them?
Yes.
Have you?
Yep.
What was
No,
that?
just these, as Heine calls them, facilities. The facilities out at
Concord?
Far out there. It's impressive. They share it with the West Harbour Rugby. West Harbour Rugby got like a cleaner's cupboard. But the rest of there's a pool, there's the gym's insane. They got the hot and cold. They got
But facilities not run onto the field, Brian.
Well, I know, but that's what we were saying to Benji. And Benji was very, very good. He goes, mate, we've got no excuses. He was showing us around. He goes, we've got no excuses now. He said, have a look at this joint.
Remember the Storm would win comps operating in the back of the container ships, wouldn't they?
All their boats.
Ship containers.
The second boats
right.
they had.
Anyway, that's a run home with Joel and Fletch, by the way, just to repeat on your wacky team Wednesday, Brian. It is the
Chinese New Year symbol. So think Rabbit Bartholomew or Johnny Longmire, the horse. Hung like a mule, they reckon.